As the United Auto Workers strike against the big three automakers, Ford, GM, and Stellantis, continues, the union's president says they will no longer wait until a Friday to announce new plans. Instead, members will now walk out of additional facilities without warning.
Today, we're not announcing expansion of our strike, but we are prepared at any time to call on more locals to stand up and walk out. As always, I want to first take time to honor our UAW family that's currently on strike. Tomorrow marks a full month on strike at the Big Three for our first wave of stand-up strikers.
And here locally, more unions are joining the picket lines alongside United Auto Workers members in Jacksonville.
What do we want? A fair contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want?
The UAW members demanding better wages and benefits from Mack trucks. They voted against a proposed 5-year labor contract earlier this week. News 4 Jax reporter Ann Maxwell was speaking with people on the picket line today, and Ann's joining us now live. Ann?
Kent, members of other local unions here in Jacksonville said they came out to show their support. Meanwhile, a spokesperson for Mack told us there are no updates to contract negotiations today, and those local UAW members told us they're prepared to strike as long as necessary.
We're fired up. Can't take it no more.
Dozens of people on the picket line in Jacksonville.
We are union.
Some of them, like Nick Mathis, are among the 27 local workers at this West Side parts distribution warehouse on strike against Volvo subsidy Mack trucks.
With the inflation around the country, and especially in this city with rent and everything else, we're fighting for, better wages to accommodate that.
Others on the picket line Friday, like Maceo George,
When do we want it?
came from other unions.
You mentioned earlier, I'm with the National Association of Letter Carriers, and we out here today to show our support with our UAW workers, that we support them 100% and trying to get a fair contract.
He says the recent uptick in labor activity across the country is exciting.
Everybody's striking now. We need better wages. We need benefits.
Earlier this week, about 4,000 UAW members from Mack sites in Pennsylvania and Maryland, as well as this one in Jacksonville, went on strike after the union voted to reject a contract offering a 19% pay raise over 5 years.
It's not good enough. If you look at inflation, what we lost like 4 years ago previous, it wouldn't put us back to where we need to be at. So I'm pretty sure everything gonna keep increasing, and we'll still be behind the gun.
Other sticking points include work schedules, health and safety, pensions, health care, overtime, and more. In a statement issued earlier this week, Mack President Stephen Roy said, "We are surprised and disappointed that the UAW has chosen to strike, which we feel is unnecessary. We clearly demonstrated our commitment to good faith bargaining by arriving at a tentative agreement that was endorsed by both the International UAW and the UAW Mack Truck Council."
What do we want? Fair contract.
For now, the workers remain on strike. In that statement earlier this week, Mack's president also said they are confident they can deliver a deal to workers that offers competitive wages and benefits while also safeguarding their future as a company. Reporting live in Jacksonville, Ann Maxwell, Channel 4, the local station.